Everybody, how's it going? I have had a lot of people ask me for budget decks for Artifact because the game is pretty expensive. Even though the market is pretty cheap right now, the game is still rather expensive. And so I thought, sure, I love building budget decks because they're actually just a really interesting build challenge. Let's talk about that first. What is the challenge here? Well, I am not using any rares and no blink daggers. So that's like my two restrictions here. Right? No rare cards and no blink daggers. Why that? Well, the rares are obviously the most expensive cards, but if you go into buy cards here and you sort by market price, you will see blink dagger is easily the most expensive uncommon, and then there's a huge gap before you get to the next, which is gank. Alright, so try to keep gank out of the deck as well. But yeah, here is the list, right? It's fairly straightforward. It's just Bronze Legionnaire, Smash the Defensive, Stonehold Elite, Assassin's Apprentice, Untested Grunt, Disciple of Nevermore, Forward Charge, Ogladi Vandal, Tyler State Censor, and then the items. Now the item list I don't think is really perfect. Like honestly, if you do have Blink Daggers, I would replace Stonehold Pike with a Blink Dagger in a heartbeat. Probably one of the Moors, replace one of those with a Blink Dagger as well, and then probably a Stonehold Cloak or one of these Signet Rings with a Blink Dagger, right? If I had Blink Daggers, but no Blink Daggers allowed for this. If you do have them, then please add them in. Anyway, the idea of this deck is fairly straightforward. Just go and push, right? Kill the towers, kill them quick, easy peasy, clean up house. And yeah, I have won against some of the top meta decks with this already. It is very strong. One of the big cards you want to hold on to is Forward Charge. Forward Charge is something that you don't see too much of, but this is actually a card that can win you games. It's more of a late game thing. You don't want to use it too early. It's actually one of your win conditions. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into some games, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, playing against Mono Red. Now, that's not necessarily the most meta thing in the world, but well, we'll see how it goes. Now, against Mono Red, I actually think, depending on how this works out, yeah, we're probably going to go all in on top. And we're just going to try to win as quickly as we can in the top lane. That seems perfectly fine. We could go, no, I don't want to go here. Yeah, no, let's just go ahead and start out with a duel as well. Alright, this is going to do a lot of damage to the Centaur because Centaur has no armor. I mean, yes, the Legion Commander will also take quite a bit, but that's fine. Because we're mostly just worried about applying pressure here. So against Mono Red, one of the main things you want to do, and let me go ahead and just say this. I am a world-renowned expert on Mono Red. Well, not really, but I have played an excessive amount of Mono Red. Really kind of an unhealthy amount. Like really more than anybody should play. It is a little bit ridiculous just how much Mono Red I have played. But I find the deck to be very, very fun. Oh, I've actually seen this list today. I saw it on Reddit. Huh. Okay. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, Mono Red is actually something that I personally find to be really enjoyable. But Mono Red has one very significant weakness, and that is heroes getting stuck. Right? That's what you want to do. That's how you want to fight against them. You basically want to just let them strand in a lane. Like wherever they are putting their heroes, you just go somewhere else. So the first kind of like 2 lanes or so, you just wait to figure things out a little bit. You want to apply a bit of pressure, right? And like scare them off. And you also really want to make sure that going into turn 6, your heroes are still alive so you don't get routed. We are getting dueled, right? I have nothing I can do about it. It's actually really good for me if I do get dueled. Because that lane, this lane is going to be completely empty afterwards. Which means I can actually just put my Solar Khan down here. I don't know where the Bristleback that's coming in is going though. So that might be a little bit scary. Okay, cool. Let's get that Stonehold Pike. So Pike again is, in my opinion, kind of like the weakest part of the deck. If I were to replace something, it would be Pike pretty much immediately. Where is this Bristleback going? Is it going bottom? All right, let's take that gamble. If the Bristleback's going bottom, then so be it. I don't really know what the Bristleback is gonna do. I think there are a lot of options available here for him. But yeah, okay, it is going bottom. So Let's really hope it doesn't fight into the Solar Khan. Alright, so that's at least something that we got going for us. Okay, cool. Forward charge and an Assassin's Apprentice. We really don't have much we can do here. We can, however, see if we maybe get a lucky roll. Nice! So that's really good. We might be able to snowball this line. Now, if this ends up working out for us, that would be huge. Okay, that's actually not enough at this point to prevent this from happening. I don't know if he's got anything else. Okay, there's the signet ring. Yeah. His Centaur is gonna be a little bit of an issue. Cool. We can put down an untested grunt to soak the hit. Do we keep the apprentice around? We probably have to keep the apprentice around. So let's go ahead and just put down the grunt.
I'll give my life for the red mist.
A lot of the cards in this deck are creeps. There's a lot of creeps in this deck. It's just kind of like leads to a scenario where you can actually apply a good amount of pressure really, really quickly because you just kind of throw down a lot of units. All right, 4 mana. Smeevil Blacksmith. Okay. So do I want to use a Disciple then? I think I'm going to save my Disciple of Nevermore for the time being. And we just pass. Could put down an Assassin's Apprentice to apply a little bit more pressure here. You know, get a hit in. But I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's just pass for now. Let us pass. Gonna demo myself a Demagoguing Mole. So, we want to buy stuff pretty frequently. Just because, you know, we can. And then we... go, I think something like this. So Winter Wyvern is actually... Winter Wyvern is one of those additions. It's a little bit tricky to make her work. She's very, very powerful if you have... if you're looking to just apply damage, right? If you're just looking to push down a tower and just kill things. In that case, Winter Wyvern is actually incredible. Because she has massive damage output and most importantly, very reliable damage output. But she does come with some downsides. The most notable one being that her card isn't that strong. And that's something that sucks a little bit. Alright, we should be able to get this tower here, I think. Might even be able to get this Centaur Warrunner. Depending on how things go. Okay. That's fine. The Burning Oil. The Centaur is not dying anytime soon. I'm not worried about the Burning Oil. That's what we got the mole for. For now, I think we're gonna throw down you. So of course we're going to be scooting the Winter Wyvern out of here. Alright, we wanna just move her to safety. And that way we can hit for an additional 4 damage. So we are at 35 now. We actually, sadly, cannot finish the tower here. That is a little bit annoying, but not a huge deal.
Victory will be ours.
So duel would, of course, suck right here. Admittedly, if a duel was coming, you would think that it would already have happened. Yep, there we go. Let's get rid of that. That keeps all of our stuff alive. But I don't think there's any way we can actually kill right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this. I don't think pushing the additional 5 damage is that important at this stage. I would rather make sure we get another kill in this lane. So this lane is practically dead. Then we have this situation. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Where sometimes you're just fine to let things kind of like strand in a lane. Now, admittedly, I probably want to stop this from happening. Right, like this is something where mono red can actually like start snowballing with these red mist pillagers. But other than that, you just are kind of fine with letting these heroes just be here. Because here's the thing that mono red really, really struggles with. Killing you. I know that sounds like a really like Like something is just like, wait, how do they... Isn't that like their specialty, that they do a lot of damage? Yeah, but something they aren't that good at is actually taking down your towers. So now we need to kind of decide whether or not we want to like hard commit into this lane or do something about these and slow this down. I think we want to slow this down a little bit and then still go pretty hard on this one. So let's go ahead and just start with a Stonehold Pike here.
Going to die.
Yeah, but Mono Red has an issue where they just kind of like grind out hero kills. Like they get a lot of hero kills and just keep getting hero kills. And then at the end of the day, they've killed everybody. And are just kind of stuck sitting in a lane. Like that happens very frequently. And it's something that you gotta know going into this kind of matchup. And then if you play around it, it's just fairly straightforward. Alright, so we're gonna get this tower kill pretty easily. Ideally, I don't want to coup de grace here, but if I have to, I will. Because I don't know how much is coming out. There's a lot of items available. So I think what we do for now is we just kind of wait. Right? We have no immediate reason to interact with anything. Burning oil, we have a way of dealing with it, right? We just go ahead and use the Demageddon Maul and swing into the tower with it. And the Centaur, yeah, the Centaur is big, but for now this is fine. Like even if we lose both these units, it would be fine. But there's the healing salve. So I think we're gonna go ahead and use this. And just kind of pass the turn. Right? Like that's just the thing. We're just gonna go ahead and kind of pass the turn. Okay. So now we know that. And now I'm really, really, really happy I didn't play coup de grace. Because that's actually fine. I don't mind losing the Winter Wyvern very much at all. Because I can just throw down another Bronze Legionnaire. And, cool. We're looking fine. Right, then we got this situation. Which this situation is fine. We don't have to interact here. Right, the Bristleback is getting a kill on his own. Totally cool with me. We'll just let him do that. And then we're just hard committing into top. We're going to be able to push a ton of damage very, very quickly. And currently there's no response possible. There's no respawn coming. Oh, okay, there we go. Now a response is possible. That's fine. Still, we might actually now go into the mid instead. I imagine what is going to happen is that the Legion Commander is going into the top lane. That seems like... Oh, another TP scroll. Alright. Saving those up. Smart. I like it. And we do have a bunch of coup de grace, which is pretty good. So, in this situation, I think we go U top, because she's most likely to... I'm actually a little bit unsure. Both creeps spawning in the mid. Yeah. We win, right? Game is over. We're gonna just retain initiative. We don't care about top lane whatsoever. We retain initiative, go into the mid, coup de grace. Now, both creeps spawning in the mid, and then also the high chance that it's just two heroes going top. Like, we don't have to do anything. So we're just gonna pass, and it's over. Cool. Look at that. I think that worked pretty well. There's no card in... Oh, actually, no, there is something he could do. He could get initiative with another Fight Through the Pain. That's something that could happen. So that would be worst case scenario for us, in which case we do have to interact again. But until then, we actually have... We don't have to interact at all. We don't have to do anything. So far, this is a perfectly fine scenario that we can just wait out and... yeah, just chill. But again, I think you saw the problem that I meant to explain earlier, where it's just Red gets stranded. Just let them strand themselves. Alright, let them do it. They don't have a choice. And we got him. Nice! Easy kill. And you could see that there's some serious power here, right? Like, it just applies a lot of immediate pressure, which works really well. Cool, we are playing against blue-red. Does this Bronze Legionnaire... Where does this Bronze Legionnaire go? This is the difficult question here. This is indeed the question. What is this Bronze Legionnaire doing? Probably going into the bottom, to be honest. This is a great flop for us. Oh, alright, we got him. We got him. It's fine. Yeah, it was a great flop for us. Like, it's just like the initial hero positioning was just crazy good for us. We were even gonna trade on that axe. Okay. Wait, is that the same guy that just instantly conceded against us? I don't think so. I don't think so. That guy didn't have a bristleback starting. Yeah, alright, alright. It's not. It's not. Okay, cool. Don't have to do anything here. Hello. Are you okay? Oh, alright. Do you not want to go shopping? Alright, I guess I'll go later. Alright, so we've got this situation. I think we just go ahead and throw down a Bronze Legionnaire. We can already start snowballing this line a little bit. It's really important that you figure out which lane you can start snowballing. Because there's always a lane that you can start snowballing with. There always is one. You just need to figure out which one it is, right? And then something you want to do as often as is possible is you want to take that snowballing lane and kind of mind game your opponent into committing a lot of stuff into that and then just ditch it. This is a very common play that I do all the time. It happens all the time. You have your opponent commit a lot into a lane to defend it, and then you just ditch the lane and move on to a different lane and just win there instead. It's totally fine to do that way. It's actually a very strong play. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves a pike. We'll be able to push some damage with that. Lots of creeps in the mid, perfect. So we can put Sword Arcana into the bottom. Almost a guarantee Sword Arcana is going into the tower. I don't know why that Luna went top. I don't think that's a very strong play because the Luna is actually guaranteed to go in front of the Phantom Assassin. You always need to keep in mind the possible hero positioning. Right, hero positioning in this game is actually a lot less random than people like to think. You can, not even just like hero positioning, but general creep positioning. Understanding when you can use creep positioning into for your to your favor and when not is a really important part of the game. Now this right here is actually a decision on my part. I can kill this axe, but I don't think I want to. I don't think I care about killing this axe. No. No, that's fine. We are fine. We're gonna go ahead and just throw down the sword ladders down here. And we're going to kill this tower this turn. And we're just gonna let this happen. Totally fair, totally fine. I'm not worried about it. In this lane, we're gonna Stonehold Elite. I don't know if this Bristleback can do anything to stop this from happening. They don't have an Ursa. I don't think, apart from, like, Enrage wouldn't even do it. Yeah, there's nothing really that's gonna stop this trade from happening. And that's a trade that I am fine with. We're still applying a lot of pressure on this lane, you know, with the 2 Stonehold units just kind of gonna be starting here. It's a shame the Stonehold Elite didn't go into the creep, because a Stonehold Elite with even a single kill ends up kind of snowballing, right? Like, they tend to be able to take down most other creeps. They tend to be able to even take down some heroes. But this is fine. Cool. And then we're going into bottom. So bottom we obviously just have free reign over. And Disciple of Nevermore should be enough to get this tower. Yep. Cool. Question is, do I put down a Stonehold Pike? If I put it down now, what could I use it for? I'm definitely not going into that lane no matter what. I've got some heroes respawning. I don't think I put down a Stonehold Pike right now. I'm a little bit worried about at any cost. That would be a little annoying, but I think that for now we're gonna actually try to go for the mid. I know it seems a little bit weird because we are already just completely running over the bottom lane, and it's looking like we can get an 80. And yeah, we might be able to. But the thing about the bottom 80 is we actually don't have to do anything for that. The bottom 80 is just going to happen on its own. All right, so we don't really have to interact with that. And sure, if you're going to give it to us, great. I'll take an 80. But it's not something that we need to make a fuss over. So we're going to just go ahead and just let that happen. Actually, something that's important here is we want to not kill any heroes. So let me go ahead and explain the thought process there. Now, unless this guy has a TP scroll, there's no way we can play around that. So we're just not going to do it. But unless he has a TP scroll, we can actually just strand the blue heroes in the top and in the mid lane. And that means that there's not going to be any possible removal for the bottom lane next turn, right? Unless he gets a Blink Dagger, of course. But yeah, in case of a Blink Dagger, I guess that just happens. So right now, this lane, as it is actually perfect for us. We don't have to do anything, so we are not going to. I'm not even going to use the Winter Wyvern. Cool. No mana left. And I think that actually now guarantees the 80. Unless there's a Blink Dagger, right? Like, again, those are the two things. Blink Dagger or TP Scroll. There's the Blink Dagger. Okay, cool. So now we know that. I wonder if she's actually going bottom. So that changes things drastically. For now, we're still passing because we don't really have a reason to do anything. So now that changes everything. Right? Now we are actually in a position where, if possible, we want to stop this. We want to kill this Ogre Magi, and we want to threaten this tower. So I'm going to go ahead and start by throwing down a Tyler Estate Sensor. That's going to deny an Annihilation in the next turn. Because I think there's a very high likelihood of an at any cost in the bottom lane. And if that's what happens, then that's what happens, and there's nothing we can really do about it right now. We have no cards that deal with that. So we're going to go ahead and move the Winter Wyvern over here and take the 25. 25 is going to be juicy. So I just outplayed this guy, and I'm just better at this game than him. And sometimes that's just what happens. Sometimes you're just better than your opponent, and you win. Right? And that's exactly what happened right there. And so we got him. GG. So Kana is actually bottom, which is great. Because Kana bottom means no creeps mid. Alright? No creeps mid makes us happy. Absolutely makes us happy. So now we just go everything mid. There's only gonna be a Bristleback. Blink Dagger, of course, could still be an issue. Blink Dagger, the Luna into the mid lane. But keep in mind, no Annihilation. That's what the Tyler Estate Sensor is for. So even if the Luna is in the mid lane, no Annihilation, no Eclipse. The worst thing that can happen is an at any cost, which would really suck. That would be bad. But we can manage it. Right? We can even deal with that. So currently this tower is dead. Although it's a little bit unfortunate that that creep went right in front of our... Or that our Bristleback went right in front of that creep. But that's okay. So, I win. I win. This game's over. This game's over. Yep, we got him. So, there's actually a 0% chance that we don't win now. Even a Blink Dagger is gonna move the hero onto the mid lane. Gives up initiative though. And we just coup de grace the hero and we win anyway. Actually, wait. There is a chance where we lose. There is a possibility. Because we need to coup de grace and not discard one of, like the Damaging Maul or the Stonehold Pike. If we discard one of those, then we don't immediately win. But otherwise we do. So yeah. Let's see what he does. Right, like again, it really comes down to, is this item a Blink Dagger? No, it isn't. Cool. So at this stage, we just go in here, we throw down this fella. That's gonna go ahead and push the last little bit we needed. We had plenty more damage here, and you know, we had another 4 and then Stonehold Pike and Maul and all of that stuff. And we got him yet again. Well, actually, the previous game wasn't so much one of those really popular meta decks. This right here is very much the deck we just played against. is very much just a really strong meta deck. You can see, you know, it's got Bolt of Damocles, Time of Triumphs, like Spring the Trap. I don't think there's any... Yep, there's no card in here that I would consider to be cheese or in any way like super unusual. Maybe the Helm of the Dominator, but even that isn't too crazy. Like, this is just a good deck, and you can beat a good, strong deck. Oh, actually 53 cards. Wow, that's a lot of cards in this deck. Alright, this guy is maybe playing a few too many of those. But either way, you know, you can see that you can actually beat a lot of stuff with this kind of deck. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And let me know what kind of like color combinations you guys want to see some budget decks for next. And I'll see you around.